okay, because okay, so this finger here, okay, the position is this one, this other one here, this finger here, okay, and fingers press in a opposite direction, okay, this here, this one pushes on the left, okay, and with this one you control the pressure, okay. I have to do this, ok. Questo non me l'hanno. Press it, ok, and then the cardboard has to be on the left side of the blade if you are right hand, okay. So at first you cut here, cut here, and cut here. But this piece, okay, so I don't move it and I don't change the position of the cardboard onto the salpa, on the salpa. Here. Okay, so now I have my shape of salpa. I cut straight here, I move the piece and I cut here. When I arrive to the curve, I can decide, or I do many cuts here, arm, so the blade can follow the shape of the curve in this way. I do this and I continue cutting the straight side here, I cut straight here, and then I start from here. I have the cardboard on the left side of the blade and the movement is different, okay. Here, here. So you have to do the same for the other shape table, and then cut 5 using the small cardboard, 5 pieces of eco leather using the biggest one, the same shape, the same for the.
Okay.
You have to take the eco leather and then use the smaller draw this shape on the eco leather, okay. Use this. You have to draw, you have to put the shape in the center and place it in the center and draw the shape. Here, to explain, I use the mastice millimeters in, okay, from the edge of the salpa, 5 millimeters in, all around, okay, or you can use glue here, and from this line 5 millimeters in all around, okay. Attach the two pieces. Don't do this gently. is enough around the salpa, okay? But here I can, it's easy, but the corners are a problem, because if I fold here this way and here this way, here I have an extra leather. I have to cut it. To cut part is for cutting, okay? When I cut, I do this. I use, the pressure is here, okay? But in this case, I have to skive. So I have to do this movement. So I use this part of the blade, okay? But I can't do this way. I need to change the position of the hand, okay? And I do this. And you can skive. When you skive, the movement, you have to consider around 1 millimeter, okay? And then the movement is this one. Close to the blade, it's better to use the edge of the table, because these fingers need of space, okay? If you want to use this part of the table, because the piece that you are skiving is of the blade too close to the salpa, okay? Because when you, I show you here, when you lift the leather here, you if you put it a little bit deeper, is not a problem. The eco leather, I didn't follow the curve, okay? It doesn't matter, because now I have to skive. When I skive, to leave from the edge of the structure 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters is enough. When I skive, I follow the shape of the curve this way. But I can skive is better if I skive a little bit deeper, if I remove some length of leather also from here, okay? From here. Because when I here, I can skive a little bit deeper. You have to lift the leather and attach the leather to this side of the salpa, here, okay? And press, not too much, because you could change the shape of the leather. So this way, okay? And then you can fold the rest, okay? So first, do this. Don't press the corners. Here. This way. Here, try to, sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's harder, depends on the consistency of the leather, okay? Try to stretch it a little bit to attach it to the corner. Here, I can put a drop of glue. You can put glue. The glue, okay. The folding stick is this one. you have to push all the leather here. Here, 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 here. To do it, or you do this movement, okay? Press the center. This part, press the center. Here, the same, the center, the center. Like this, all my waves are looking at here, same point. For the other shapes, okay, skip here, here, tension of the leather, okay, so it could be hard, so you have to make cuts here, okay, from this corner. Move the blade around 1 cm in and start cutting here, here, here. Don't cut too close to the salpa, okay? Because when you fold the corner, okay? Same here. Corner. The leather at first. And then, if you want, you can use the finger. You can fold here, same here. But you have to close the leather this way, so you attach the leather this way, okay, and you have this extra leather here. When you attach the two sides, pull a little bit in, okay, so you can attach better this part here. This side, not in this way. Okay. Cut. Cut. Really close to the structure. Push the extra leather here. Sì.
6 of them.
Now we use the okay. When you turn the machine, you turn at the same time the light. Sometimes one on the bottom that goes here. Okay, you have bobbin here, and you have to put the bobbin. Natural movement, the natural position of the thread is here. You can see this space from this other side. Here. You have to push, and you have to hear click. So when you okay, you have to hear from the back through this hole, and this part here from the outside to the inside again, the same here, here, and then here, here, and here the thread here. So you have to pull the thread up, and you hear click, and
Look nice.
and then here it doesn't matter that here you have two holes. Okay, it doesn't matter the hole that you use. Okay, so can be to be attached. Okay, and then of the catches the other one, lift the feet using this part on the back, starting, hold the threads, and then start stitching. Okay, at the beginning don't press too much because my needle is down, okay, through the leather. I move the piece and I continue stitching. Okay, when you stitch, this part goes up and down, up and down. Okay, you can remove the piece when this part is up. Okay, because I don't needle. Okay, generally we start stitching. Okay, now finish the curve, you can continue. And then finish in the same hole, in the first hole, this way. This way.